Daily retained up to 25% more muscle over 12 weeks, especially when paired with light walking. That's a massive win for such a simple food. And it gets better. Greek yogurt also contains calcium, which strengthens your bones, and probiotics that keep your gut healthy. That's important because a healthy gut helps you absorb more nutrients from your meals. Plus, it's incredibly versatile. Want to keep breakfast light? Stir it into your morning smoothie with spinach and berries. Craving a snack? Add a spoonful of ground flaxseed and cinnamon. Or use it as a creamy base for savory dips and salad dressings. One key tip: avoid flavored versions. Many are packed with added sugars and syrups that cancel out the health benefits. Stick with plain, non-fat Greek yogurt and customize it your way. And for those with mild lactose sensitivity, you're in luck. Because of the straining process, most of the lactose is removed, making it far easier to digest than regular yogurt or milk. Just 3/4 of a cup a day can support muscle health, aid digestion, and keep your energy stable. It's a small habit with a big payoff. So the next time you reach for a snack, think Greek. Your muscles and your future will thank you. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you thought of chickpeas as a serious source of strength? Most people walk right past them on grocery store shelves, thinking of them as just another basic bean. But here's the truth: cooked chickpeas provide 11.2 grams of protein per 100 grams, quietly outperforming eggs when it comes to building and preserving muscle, especially after 60. But chickpeas bring more than just protein to the table. They're loaded with fiber, something eggs completely lack. And that fiber makes a world of difference. It improves gut health, keeps digestion smooth, and even reduces inflammation, all of which help your body retain muscle as you age. A powerful 2019 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who replaced some animal proteins with plant-based options like chickpeas saw up to 26% less muscle loss over time. Why? Lower inflammation and better gut bacteria, too hidden keys to strength after 60. Chickpeas also shine when it comes to magnesium, an essential mineral that helps your muscles contract, recover, and stay energized. Without enough magnesium, it's common to feel tight, weak, or tired even when you're eating well. The best part? Chickpeas are incredibly affordable, easy to store, and wildly versatile. Soak them overnight before cooking to boost absorption and ease digestion. Then you've got endless options. Want a creamy dip? Blend them into hummus with olive oil, lemon juice, and garlic. Looking for crunch? Roast them with a sprinkle of paprika for a satisfying snack. Making dinner? Stir them into stews, soups, or curries for a hearty protein kick. And get this, chickpeas are also a natural way to stabilize blood sugar, making them especially useful if you're managing diabetes or looking to avoid energy crashes. It's a small change, swapping one animal-based meal per week with chickpeas. But over time, it can preserve muscle, reduce inflammation, and support better balance and stability. So next time you open that kitchen cabinet, don't overlook the humble chickpea. It might just be one of the most powerful foods hiding in plain sight. Imagine a food so small and light. You could scoop it up with a spoon, but inside, it holds more power than most people ever realize. Meet quinoa, the tiny seed with a mighty punch. Once cooked, quinoa delivers 14 grams of complete protein per 100 grams. That's already more than eggs. But what makes quinoa special isn't just the amount. It's the quality of that protein. Unlike most plant-based options, quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids, including lysine, which is critical for muscle repair, calcium absorption, and collagen production. That's a rare trait in the plant world. And the benefits don't stop there. A 2022 study in the journal Nutrients found that older adults who included quinoa in their meals daily experienced a 9% improvement in leg strength within just 8 weeks, especially compared to those eating regular white rice. You see, as we age, the body becomes less efficient at using protein to rebuild muscle. That's where quinoa shines. It's a complete protein, it's gentle on the stomach, and it delivers the nutrients in a form your muscles can actually use. Want to make it even more effective? Soak quinoa overnight before cooking. This step helps lower compounds called saponins that can interfere with nutrient absorption and boosts your body's ability to get more from every bite. Cook it with low sodium vegetable broth or bone broth instead of plain water for added minerals. Toss in a pinch of turmeric and black pepper for gentle anti-inflammatory benefits. And don't think quinoa is just for salads. You can use it to build warm grain bowls, stir it into veggie stir-fries, or even turn it into a savory breakfast. Add mushrooms, steamed greens, a soft-boiled egg, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. Now that's a powerhouse meal. Just 3/4 cup of cooked quinoa per day is enough to make a noticeable difference in muscle recovery, energy levels, and even joint stability, but only if you eat it regularly. So if you're over 60 and looking for a food that's light on the stomach, but heavy on muscle support, quinoa deserves a place on your plate. It's simple, it's complete, and it's one of the best-kept secrets in healthy aging. They may be small, but don't let their size fool you. Pumpkin seeds are one of the most underrated muscle-preserving foods available, especially for those of us over 60. Just 100 grams of raw pumpkin seeds delivers an incredible 19 grams of protein. That's nearly double the protein of eggs. But what really sets pumpkin seeds apart is what comes with that protein. These seeds are packed with 3 essential minerals older adults often don't get enough of: magnesium, iron, and zinc. Magnesium helps muscles contract smoothly and recover faster. Without it, you're more likely to feel cramps, tightness, or fatigue even with mild activity. Iron ensures your muscles get the oxygen they need to function and heal. And zinc? It's the mineral your body uses to rebuild tissue, recover from stress, and keep inflammation in check. A clinical study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that older adults who consumed pumpkin seeds regularly saw a 38% drop in muscle inflammation over just 12 weeks. That's not just preventing loss, that's reversing damage. And here's something important: without these minerals, even a high-protein diet may not work well. Your body needs the right tools, not just the fuel, to use protein efficiently. The best part? Pumpkin seeds are easy to use, no cooking required, and incredibly versatile. You can eat them raw, blend them into smoothies, grind them into seed butter, or sprinkle them over Greek yogurt, oatmeal, or salad. Just make sure you're choosing the raw, unsalted kind. Roasted and salted varieties may taste good, but the high heat destroys delicate oils. And added sodium can cause water retention or spike your blood pressure. If you're dealing with poor appetite or trouble chewing, pumpkin seed butter is a fantastic alternative. Smooth, rich, and easy to spread, it's a gentle way to support your strength and muscle repair. Try adding 1 tablespoon a day to your meals. It might seem small, but over time, the effects are big: better muscle function, stronger recovery, and more energy throughout your day. So don't overlook those little green seeds. They're more than just a snack, they're a powerful, natural tool to help you stay strong, steady, and independent in your later years. If you've never tried tempeh, you're not alone. Many people over 60 have never heard of it. Yet it's one of the most powerful protein foods you can eat, especially if you're trying to stay strong and active with age. Let's start with the numbers. Tempeh delivers 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, easily beating eggs, and even edging out chicken breast in terms of digestibility and benefit for aging muscles. But there's more to this food than protein. Tempeh is made from whole soybeans that have been fermented. And that one process changes everything. Fermentation makes it easier to digest, especially for older adults who often struggle with gut issues. It also unlocks hidden nutrients, turning this simple bean into a nutritional powerhouse. Tempeh contains all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine, the amino acid that acts like a key to unlock muscle growth. And here's the catch: after age 60, your body becomes less responsive to protein. You actually need more leucine to get the same results you did in your 30s. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who included fermented, high leucine protein like tempeh in their diets retained 18% more lean muscle mass over a year, even when eating similar calories to those who didn't. But perhaps the most underrated benefit of tempeh is what it does for your gut health. Thanks to the fermentation process, tempeh naturally contains probiotics, beneficial bacteria that improve digestion and help your body absorb protein more effectively. A healthy gut is a powerful ally. It means more nutrients from your meals, less bloating, better immunity, and even sharper mental focus. So how do you eat it? Tempeh has a firm, chewy texture and a rich, nutty flavor that works beautifully in savory dishes. Slice it and pan-sear it with tamari or apple cider vinegar. Crumble it into stir-fries or stews. Grill it for a plant-based barbecue, or layer it into wraps and sandwiches. Just be sure to choose organic tempeh made without additives. The cleanest versions come from fermented soybeans and a dash of rice or barley. 100 gram. Serving a day, about the size of your palm, can dramatically boost muscle strength, gut health, and recovery speed. So if you're looking for a powerful, meat-free source of fuel that's easy to digest and full of strength-building potential, tempeh is worth a place on your plate. It might sound strange at first: spirulina, a type of blue-green algae. But this tiny water plant is one of the most nutrient-dense and protein-rich foods on the planet. And for people over 60, it can be a game-changer. Let's talk numbers. Just 1 tablespoon of spirulina powder contains about 4 grams of complete protein. That may not sound like much, but this protein is extremely bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb and use it almost instantly. Spirulina also has something special: it's loaded with phycocyanin, a unique plant compound that helps protect and regenerate muscle tissue. Studies have shown that older adults who consume spirulina daily saw noticeable improvements in endurance, inflammation levels, and muscle recovery. But that's just the beginning. Spirulina is also packed with iron, B12, magnesium, potassium, and even rare antioxidants like superoxide dismutase, all crucial for keeping your muscles, brain, and heart working at their best. What makes spirulina especially powerful for older adults is its anti-inflammatory effect. As we age, chronic low-grade inflammation begins to break down muscle tissue, and that's what causes weakness, fatigue, and slower recovery. Spirulina fights this at the source. A clinical study in the Journal of Applied Physiology showed that participants over 60 who took spirulina supplements for 8 weeks had 25% lower muscle soreness, and were able to exercise longer with less fatigue. Plus, unlike most protein powders, spirulina is easy on the stomach, with no added sugars, dairy, or fillers. So how can you use it? The easiest way is to add 1 teaspoon to a morning smoothie. Blend it with banana, Greek yogurt, and a little honey or pineapple to mask the earthy taste. Or try spirulina capsules if you prefer no flavor at all. And here's a pro tip: pair spirulina with vitamin C-rich foods like orange or kiwi. This improves your body's ability to absorb its iron content, which is critical for keeping your energy high and your muscles oxygenated. You don't need much. Even a small daily dose of spirulina, just 3 to 5 grams, can have powerful effects on strength, immunity, brain clarity, and overall vitality. It's one of the few superfoods that truly lives up to the name. So if you're serious about building strength, fighting fatigue, and fueling your body naturally, give spirulina a spot in your daily routine. It may be small, but it carries the strength of the sea and the power to keep your body moving with purpose and confidence. Sardines. Just hearing the name brings back memories. Maybe your parents ate them. Maybe you did too. But here's what most people don't realize. Sardines are one of the most perfect protein sources nature has ever created, especially for those over 60. Why? Let's start with the basics. Sardines pack 23 to 25 grams of protein per 100 grams, and not just any protein. We're talking high quality, complete protein that helps preserve muscle mass and supports faster recovery. But sardines offer much more than just protein. They're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, the exact types your body needs to reduce inflammation, protect your heart, and even sharpen your brain. 1 can of sardines delivers about 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams of omega-3s, which is more than most fish oil capsules, and without the processing. Now, here's what makes sardines truly stand out for aging adults. They're rich in calcium, vitamin D, B12, selenium, and coenzyme Q10, nutrients critical for bone strength, energy production, and muscle contractions. In fact, just 3 ounces of sardines give you about 35% of your daily calcium and 70% of your vitamin D, both essential for preventing fractures and maintaining muscle function. And since they're eaten whole, bones and all, sardines are one of the best natural calcium sources you can eat, especially if you're lactose intolerant. What about the mercury risk? Unlike bigger fish like tuna, sardines are very low on the food chain, which means virtually no mercury or toxins. They reproduce quickly and don't live long enough to accumulate heavy metals, making them one of the safest fish to eat regularly. A recent study in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that adults over 60 who ate sardines 3 times a week had lower inflammation markers, improved muscle strength, and even better cognitive test scores compared to those who didn't. You can enjoy them straight from the can, on whole grain toast with avocado, mixed into a salad, or even blended into a high-protein spread with Greek yogurt and herbs. Look for wild-caught sardines packed in olive oil for the healthiest option. Avoid those with added sauces, sugars, or preservatives. And if the taste is strong at first, try squeezing lemon juice or adding mustard to mellow it out. Just 2 to 3 servings a week can make a noticeable difference in your energy, strength, and mental clarity. Sardines might be small, but they're mighty, and they could be the missing piece in your journey toward better health after 60. Now let's talk about an old school favorite making a serious comeback: cottage cheese. This humble, creamy dairy product has been quietly sitting in grocery store fridges for decades. But it's now being called a muscle-preserving superfood, and for good reason. Especially if you're over 60. A single cup of low-fat cottage cheese contains around 28 grams of protein. That's more than a chicken breast. And it's not just any protein, it's casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles over several hours. This makes cottage cheese ideal for maintaining muscle mass, especially overnight when your body naturally breaks down muscle. In fact, research shows that eating casein-rich foods like cottage cheese before bed can increase muscle protein synthesis while you sleep. Exactly what aging bodies need to combat sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. Cottage cheese is also rich in calcium, vitamin B12, selenium, and phosphorus, nutrients essential for bone health, nerve function, and energy production. And unlike many protein supplements, it's natural, affordable, and versatile. Another benefit? Probiotics. Some brands of cottage cheese now include live cultures, which help improve digestion, boost immunity, and reduce inflammation, which is critical for maintaining joint and muscle health. Plus, cottage cheese is very filling but low in calories, making it great for those trying to build lean muscle without gaining fat. You can enjoy it sweet or savory, top it with berries, honey, and cinnamon for a healthy snack. Or mix it with avocado, olive oil, and herbs for a savory dip. Blend it into smoothies, use it in omelets, or even make high-protein pancakes. It's one of the few whole foods that fits any time of day. And if you're worried about lactose intolerance, try lactose-free versions. They offer the same protein benefits without digestive discomfort. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed dairy-based casein protein daily retained more muscle mass over 12 weeks than those who didn't, even without intense exercise. So whether you're trying to maintain strength, improve recovery, or simply stay full longer, cottage cheese deserves a spot in your daily diet. It's time to bring this classic back, not just because it's convenient, but because it works. Don't underestimate the power of simple, whole foods. Cottage cheese proves that sometimes the most powerful nutrition doesn't come in a fancy package. It's been in your fridge all along. Tofu. Some people hear the word and think, that's for vegetarians. But if you're over 60 and serious about protecting your muscles, lowering cholesterol, and aging well, tofu should be on your plate, even if you've never tried it before. Let's start with the facts. Tofu contains about 10 to 20 grams of complete protein per serving, depending on the firmness. That means it provides all 9 essential amino acids, just like meat, eggs, or dairy. But what really sets tofu apart is that it's plant-based, low in saturated fat, and packed with isoflavones, compounds that help regulate hormones and support bone density, especially in older adults. For women over 60, this is especially helpful, because tofu may help reduce bone loss post-menopause and support heart health, both major concerns as we age. A study in the Journal of the American Heart Association showed that people who ate tofu regularly had a lower risk of heart disease, especially those over 50. That's because tofu is not only low in cholesterol, it helps reduce LDL, bad cholesterol over time. And for those worried about muscle mass, tofu is rich in branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs, which are essential for repairing and maintaining muscle tissue. Tofu also contains iron, calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, key minerals for keeping your muscles strong and your bones resilient. And here's the surprising part, tofu is incredibly versatile. You can cube it, grill it, stir-fry it, or blend it into smoothies and sauces. It soaks up flavor like a sponge, meaning you can season it however you like, from spicy to sweet. One of the best ways to enjoy tofu is pan-seared with olive oil, turmeric, and garlic, served alongside veggies or whole grains. It's a high-protein, anti-inflammatory meal in just minutes. Worried about soy and hormones? The truth is, moderate soy consumption is completely safe, even for men. In fact, the isoflavones in tofu may even help protect against prostate issues and cognitive decline. And if you're looking for plant-based variety, tofu is a great break from red meat or dairy. It's gentle on the digestive system, gluten-free, and extremely easy to cook, no special skills needed. So whether you're vegetarian, cutting back on meat, or just want to diversify your protein sources, tofu gives you clean, muscle-building fuel without the heaviness or risk. Give it a try. You might be surprised how satisfying and powerful it really is. Let's end this list with a comfort food favorite that's as nostalgic as it is nutritious: peanut butter. For years, it's been the go-to for sandwiches, smoothies, and midnight snacks. But most people don't realize just how powerful peanut butter is for maintaining strength and muscle mass after 60. Just 2 tablespoons of peanut butter pack in 8 grams of protein and a healthy dose of monounsaturated fats. The kind of fats that support heart health, brain function, and help you absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Unlike many sugary spreads or processed snacks, peanut butter offers a slow-burning source of energy. That means it keeps you full longer, helps you maintain a stable metabolism, and reduces the urge to snack on unhealthy foods throughout the day. And let's talk about magnesium, one of the most underrated minerals for aging adults. Just 1 serving of peanut butter provides a significant portion of your daily magnesium needs, which plays a key role in muscle function, bone density, and even mood regulation. Older adults often fall short on magnesium, and the result is often fatigue, cramping, and even irregular heart rhythms. Peanut butter helps fill that gap deliciously. It also contains niacin and vitamin E, both of which help protect the brain and support cognitive clarity as we age. Now, some people shy away from peanut butter because of the fat content. But here's the truth: the fats in natural peanut butter are heart healthy. In fact, studies show that people who regularly consume nut butters have a reduced risk of heart disease and stroke. And when paired with high-fiber foods like whole grain toast, apples, or bananas, peanut butter becomes a nutrient powerhouse that fuels your body and feeds your muscles. Just remember, not all peanut butter is created equal. Look for natural or organic options with no added sugar, hydrogenated oils, or preservatives. The ingredients should be simple: just peanuts and maybe a pinch of salt. You can stir it into oatmeal, blend it into smoothies, or use it as a dip for fruits and veggies. Some even mix it into protein balls or baked goods for an extra muscle-boosting treat. Peanut butter is convenient, affordable, and satisfying, and that's why it's a secret weapon for anyone over 60 looking to stay strong, energized, and in control of their health. It's not just for kids' lunches, it's fuel for longevity. So go ahead, enjoy that spoonful of peanut butter. Your muscles will thank you.